crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Can you believe it's our last day of the 12 crafts of Christmas? I loved Stephanie's project yesterday, and I'm doing my own little bit of a riff on a Christmas Eve box, or a teacher's gift, coach's gift, or just something for somebody special. So we're going to make a little box to tuck in some hot chocolate, some popcorn, and some chocolate. I've already got my piece cut and scored. So you're going to start with a 7-inch by 10-inch piece of cardstock. I was kind of inspired by the green from our hot chocolate. So it's scored at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 5.5, and 6.5, and then cut at 7. And then I took the long side and I just cut 1 inch off of the bottom. So we're at 5 inches from the top, 6 inches, and then this will be the front of our box. So we're just going to go ahead and burnish all of our score lines. Super quick, super easy. Now the only cutting that I'm going to have to do on camera today is for our front piece and trim our tag a little bit, and then that'll be the end of it. I hope you've enjoyed our 12 crafts of Christmas. I know that we've had a lot of fun putting together all of the ideas for you, and I hope that this is going to become our annual tradition. It's so much fun crafting with other people from across the country. Okay, so these tabs are going to be for our glue. So we're going to have to trim. So these are going to stay, what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to stay whole, and we're just going to trim the inside pieces here. Trim this inside piece and this inside piece. Now, when we go to fold our box up, I like to have the edges doubled, but we're going to have to trim this little bit here. Actually, I think for ease of life, we're just going to trim these guys down too. And then we can use that for another project or for a tag. Now, starting in January, I'm going to be doing a Sweet Sampler class. So watch for that info. If you're interested in finding out more about the classes, you can always jump on my email list, which is linked down below. All right, perfect. Okay, here we go. So now we're just going to adhere our box. Now I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus because this is a 3D project, but the regular adhesive would work, or even just regular glue would be fine as well. Okay, now we're going to tuck in our insides. We're going to do a little bit of glue right here too. A little bit of glue right here. I don't know, it was minus 31 this morning when I woke up. It's a little chilly. All right, and then we're just going to tuck this around and tuck it to the back. Just do a bit of a finger press, and then I'm going to show you my favorite way to make sure that you've got a really good adhered piece. I'm just going to take my bone folder and run it right down, pushing hard down both sides, and then it'll be completely ready to go. Now these are going to be covered up on the back, so we don't even have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to take our paper trimmer. Now this is 4 inches, so I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4. I like to do it 1/4 inch smaller. And then this is also 4, so we're going to do 3 3/4. Okay, so then we've got our piece here that we're going to put on the front. And then we're going to do our back piece, but we're going to alternate. We're going to do a piece of this, and we're going to do the candy cane. So we're going to cut these guys at 4 inches because I do want to have that completely covered. actually, let's go vertically on this one. So this will be 4 3/4 of an inch. And these are just little scraps that I've had laying around. We're just going to kind of pretty it up a bit. All right. So now we've got our front piece. We've got our back piece. And then we're just going to grab our regular Stampin' Seal and adhere our front and back pieces. You can also, whoops, decorate the sides if you want. You can, I don't know, my thought process with crafting is it's your project. It needs to be something that you love and that you're proud to give. So whatever you think the person that you're giving your stuff to would like, then that's what you do. And then we're just going to use this to cover up the edge. Now you can decorate it before you assemble it, but I like to decorate it after just to make sure that if I make a mistake or something, it's easily covered. You know, this is a little bit smaller, which is fine because now it looks like there's a runaround on all of the sides. And I'm going to use one of our side pieces and grab our sentiment from the Snowman Season pack, hoping the season builds heartwarming memories. Okay, so we're just going to ink this guy up. Put our pad back together because nobody needs black ink everywhere. And then we're just going to give it a quick little trim. Make sure that it's nice and straight. Cut the bottom. Oops, that was not straight. All right, no worries. So if you do cut your stuff and it's not straight, all you need to do is flip it around the other way, line it up with one of the measuring lines, and then you're good to go. And then we're going to cut it at 3, 2.5, nope, 3, I think. And let's see what else. What do we have here to decorate with? You know what? I'm just going to cut out. Actually, we're just going to do this. Sometimes I'm totally inspired by the scraps on my desk. So we're just going to do this little thing center-ish. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals and some of my matte dots. And we're going to pop this guy up. So this is an empty, or almost empty. So all I'm going to do is peel it off, give it a trim, and cut a couple of pieces. There's no point in throwing away parts of your dimensionals because they are completely usable. It's exactly the same stuff that the octagons are made out of. And you can actually color them as well. You can use your alcohol markers or any marker actually and just color the edge so that, excuse me, if it's a project that you don't want somebody to see the inside or the dimensional, you can absolutely cover it up. Okay, my take your pick tool was right here. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. It's probably staring me right in the face and I'm not even seeing it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I think we're going to use these kind of tarnished looking ones. It sort of goes, well, it doesn't sort of, it does go with the look of our project. So I'm going to just stick one on each corner. Oops, I absolutely love these things. As you can tell, I've practically used the entire sleeve. All right. So there's our project completely finished. Now all we have to do is fill it up. So we'll stick in our popcorn. Now you can make this any dimension that you want to, just by measuring your popcorn sleeve or whatever you're putting in, and then measuring the width of it. I probably should have made it a little bit bigger to stick our Santa in, but this little spot here would be perfect if we were going to put in a candy cane or any other little surprisey treat that you want to give to people. So thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate your support during the 12 Crafts of Christmas. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to either Stephanie or I. We're always happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.